Hey, so hi everyone, welcome to this game where I'm gonna play Paul. So why am I playing Paul? I've been choosing low tier leaders and Paul is one of those which are a little bit more fun. So this game I'm choosing between Paul and Helena. I don't see anything great to pick up with Helena, whereas with Paul, I think it's a bit more general, so you don't really need to hit that insanely good card. So when the cards are pretty above average, it's pretty good to pick. So no real good reason to pick Paul. I think if I didn't have a choice to pick Paul there, I think leaders like Ilban or Baron would be probably good in this spot. So the players I have here are Carbonara, Schwab, and Elliot Jax. Out of all of them, I'm not particularly drawn to any player. There's some games where you play that you know that this is the strongest player and you play in a certain way against that player, but in this game it's pretty general, so I will just be kind of reading off like what their actions are doing. Here I expect leaders like Ilban, Baron, Beast to be played. So let's see what everyone picks. If I'm in third position, I think it's a decent Ilban game. In first position, it's a good Beast game. So what has Red has to choose? Red has to choose between Hancho, Ilban, Helena, and Baron. If I'm Red, I'll choose... Oh, Beast was taken. Hanjo or Baron, I think. Okay, then I guess Green will pick Baron. Okay, so to all those who were watching the previous game where I played, I played Romber. I know there was some audio desync at the start. Trying out a new format, I think, just trying to get the system down right. I think later on, like, the audio kind of fixes itself because I did record it in parts. Hopefully this one will be better. I'm attempting to do it at one go. It's early in the morning for me, so there are less distractions. So the leaders are Hanjo, Baron, Beast, and Paul. I know I'm clearly the weakest leader. As Paul, the one thing you want to see in your starting hand is a Signet Ring, and when you don't see a Signet Ring, it feels quite bad. The top card in my deck is Experimentation, which is something you kind of do want to draw, but also not drawing your ring here is actually very, very painful. It decreases your power level significantly. So in this hand, I probably want to have a decent buy, and I probably just want to have resources. The combat is victory point, water, and spice. I think out of all the rewards, I care only about the victory point. The other rewards are quite average. I don't care too much about them. So I'm not too sure why there's this play on Hardy. I think it's something the meta has moved away from, like going to Hardy Warriors on a victory point combat, especially if there's a beast in the game. So here we have a fight over the Spacing Guild friendship, which is not good for the beast, right? You kind of want to have like some space in between you and the next player who has a Spacing Guild friendship. So here, because both of them are fighting for it, I decided to go for smuggling. I initially didn't think smuggling would be open, so that's why I thought I'd just play my faction access first. But because smuggling is open, I was probably thinking of going to Wealth Mentat, but because smuggling is open and if you're gonna toy with the idea to give me smuggling again, I'm going to take it. Right, ideally I want to smuggle down next round, and because they are making these specific actions, that's why I would consider smuggling here. I don't think it's great. So red smuggles as well. Green is gonna go into combat. I think you put in one troop here. Like as Baron, you don't really want to put in excessive monster troops because you need your troops for your passive, right? Two troops for water. The issue is that in this spot for Baron, I don't see what the water turns into. But one troop for spice is fine. Yeah, I mean they know I have faction access as well, and I want to play it. And I think I prefer the Solari for no troop cost. One thing bad about this play is that I don't have good buy. Ideally with Paul you want a good buy, which is why I wanted a Wealth Mandate, but because of like how they are gesturing that smuggling is open, I hope that I can smuggle next round. But the issue with like player 3, player 4 is that sometimes even when you smuggle, you don't get, doesn't pay off at all. Yeah. Baron has both faction access this round, means that he doesn't have shipping next round. Means Beast has shipping next round? This game was played a while ago, so I'm not exactly sure how everything has played out. Okay, so Beast has 2 to buy and a dagger. Buys a liaison. So I knew with 3 to buy there. I think with Paul you're gonna force an early reshuffle, so nuking is good. So buy a dissecting kit. I think it's a good grab in this spot. I'm thinking about this assassination mission, but I think actually it hurts my game if I pick it up. The only good thing, maybe you can treasure the dissecting kit, but other than that, I think it's too early to pick it up. Yeah, overall it's a good pickup for 3, but it's not a start you want as Paul. Paul start you kind of want your signet ring to buy into something good. I won't complain, dissecting kit is strong. Okay, my next hand I have signet ring, faction access. I want to smuggle and get Swordmaster. That's what I want, but I think in this situation yellow doesn't let me. Wow, and green lucks into his 1 out of 5. He draws into his faction access. Right? He went to Eric Keen last round and he draws 2 out of 5. 2 out of 6. Yeah, so if Baron doesn't draw faction access, then Beast would get shipping and then I would get Swordmaster. So a bit unlucky for me. I think it's a 33%. But he gets it. And he gets it with a good combat as well. So this is a good combat for the shipping player, as it kind of shortens your Swordmaster rotation to just 1 full rotation, because you can get a shipping bump and then you can get another shipping bump and get 8 Solari by shipping down when you get a bump on spacing and get 5 Solari. So you play to your leader's strengths, right? So what's Paul's strengths? He gets to draw cards. So you draw more cards. So I draw double daggers here, which is not great. And top card is an experimentation, which I don't mind drawing, but that's not a great way to draw it. Furthermore, there's a card in my deck which I don't want to draw. Right, so I'm very conscious that I have Dissecting Kit in my deck, so I want to draw it as my first action and not my second action, or not as my last action. So if I can draw it this action is great, but if I draw it last action is very bad. So which is why I don't think I go for selective breeding in this spot. So in this spot I probably need to Probably you want the gesture for combat somehow. But there are multiple options for combat, and I think wealth is the better play. Yeah, wealth is the better play because, I mean, with the Emperor faction, you generally don't want to go there late in the game. It's not a very active spot late in the game, but early in the game, like the early Solari does fuel like Mentats, and early Solari is good. Gets you Swordmaster as well. So here I'm thinking of the combat and I'm thinking whether is it too expensive. Great thing about this is I get to see yellow's reveal. Issue is that I don't have a pathway to beat green. So unless like red has a way to beat green, like and if red had a way to beat green, I think he would have put in one more troop. So yellow nukes here, he has 4 to buy. No, 5 to buy. I didn't see what was before, but after, I think you can probably get... nothing's great. I think that's the worst out of the cards you can buy. Probably pen coupling is the best. Yep. So I do this because rewards are great. And drawing your experimentations does turn into a point eventually. Like, might not seem like it does, but eventually they do. And red picks up gold lah. I can't remember what he bought first round. I don't think it was significant. Oh, he bought Contaminator something? No, with all the buy, I think I pick up the plan coupling. I think plan coupling is a lot better than landing rights in this meta. Especially if you don't have shipping. Like if you have shipping and being able to ship down the combat is very good. This is my second graph card, which allows me to pick up graph payoffs quite easily. Oh, blackmail from red. I mean, he knew he has this blackmail, right? It's not a secret or anything. And this cuts off Baron's shipping access. It's very big blackmail. I mean, it's one bump for red overall, right? But it prevents green from running away with the game. But now red has shipping access and he looks very scary. So I thought my deck was still convincing, and if you look at what I have here, there are pathways to Jessica, but I don't think they are great pathways. Yeah, and yellow ships down, so that means I cannot get Swordmaster this round. So what I'm looking at now, right, is I'm looking at getting Jessica. That's my plan. So how much persuasion do I have in hand? I have 5 persuasion with dagger. So I do need to send my dagger either to Mentat or to Tech Negotiator. Right. So what I think is better is that if I can get shuttle fleets. Right. So the reason I make this play, right? Put one troop in. Okay, the reason I make this play is that I don't want to Mentat because I want to buy early. I want to buy relatively early, and doing this will allow me to buy first. And playing my dagger to Tech Negotiator doesn't look strange. Like, if people remember, then they'll remember I have Dissecting Hit, but if you don't remember that I have Dissecting Hit, then you're like, this is a very strange play. And, okay, so interrupt my Dissecting Hit talk by red playing Gola and full space. So when you play Gola in full space, Gola actually copies of full space, so you actually need to trash out the Gola when you draw the card. Really cannot believe it at this point. But to be honest, right, if he asks whether he can undo the action, I think the table will be okay with it. The issue is that he didn't ask, and if he didn't ask, I wouldn't tell him to do it. Like with take backs, I'm generally more open to it if you ask for it, right? But if accepting that it's a mistake, right? It's the easiest way to learn. Like you generally don't make the mistake again. You just you just bite the bullet and just say that was a misplay, and then the next time it happens, you generally generally don't make the same mistake again. This gives me a lot of pathways to Sword Master next round, as I get 2 Solari from Shuttle Fleets and also hopefully some Solari from combat. Yep, so this in theory should get me Sword Master next round. And it's a very hidden Jessica, I hope. So let's say if you're someone else and you're watching me play, right? In this case, you should remember that I have Dissecting Kit. And because you know that I have Dissecting Kit, right, you should talk to the table and you should tell the table that, hey, I think Blue has enough persuasion to buy Jessica and you should nuke now, right? Because it's so strange that I didn't play Dissecting Kit. There's no reason why I shouldn't play Dissecting Kit. So it's something that you should watch and you should definitely do it as a table. But with everything else, going on, yeah, you can understand why it wouldn't happen. So red makes a play for Mentat. No, red makes a play for Wealth. I think putting in some troops here is so good. Like, you get so much reward from this combat. I really like this combat. And I'm okay. So I'm so happy green pass, because this means I get Jessica. Once green passes without nuking, I get Jessica. So interesting that the Sword Master player decides to put troops into combat. I guess he has too much water. Why does he have so much water? Anyway, I get Jessica, I get shipping access, and so I cut off Red's shipping access, and then I also get I also get Jessica into my deck. So Red gets 2 for Gurney's revealed. Well, I've taken the appropriate there as Red. I like appropriate more as a card than compared to Tufir. Even though Tufir looks like has more faction access, can do more things, but I do like appropriate. Appropriate is like a game-winning like tank if you can enable it. We all put in 1 troop. Wow, yellow's 1 troop might get him 6 Solari. Yeah, yellow's 1 troop gets him 6 Solari. That's insane. Green ships down as well. Green gets invasion ships. Gets a full garrison. Solari for this. So with green getting invasion ships, right? So my initial plan next round is to just get a Swordmaster. Because if I don't get a Swordmaster now and I don't get it round 5 as well, then I get it round 6, which is very late. But now with green getting invasion ships, right? What I think will happen, right, is that I think green will get green has more Solari now, right? Green will invasion ships into Swordmaster. So if green invasion ships into Swordmaster, right, then red will get Swordmaster this round, green will get Swordmaster this round, then I will get Swordmaster round 5, which is not terrible, right? If I get Swordmaster round 5, it's pretty good. So in that case, right, going interstellar shipping here is better for me, right? I just give up one round of Swordmaster for a premium board space, which I think is fine. I also shuffle and I shuffle into my Jessica rotation. It's great. It's great either way. Then I can play my Diplo as well. Like, this hand works out quite well. And this is all based on the assumption that green will get Swordmaster this round because he has invasion ships. Like, if he makes he can make a head-up play and like kind of delay his Swordmaster for next round, but I don't see why he would do it, because like if he delays it, then he also delays interstellar shipping, unless he wants interstellar shipping more. So maybe he gets interstellar shipping this round, then he gets Swordmaster next round. I think that's something he can do as well. Oh no, Contaminator was picked up by Baron. They have a small fight for the Fremen Alliance. I mean, Beast really wants it because he's Beast. But Baron gets it so easily because he's Baron. And because Baron has Contaminator, Baron is almost obliged to like keep marching up that track. I'm debating between going Mentat and going Selective, I think. The reason I don't Mentat here, I have no clue. I probably should have Mentat first. If I Mentat first, I'll have seen that I have drawn a dissecting kit, and then after that I would maybe I wanted to buy relatively early, and buying Liat Kynes was decent as well. Gurney is decent as well. Yeah, so this particular play threw me off. I thought that green would definitely get Swordmaster, and at this point in time I'm regretting not getting Swordmaster. Maybe I should have took Mentat to kind of force him down that route. Yellow has a lot of water, so he's going research station. Don't know if it turns into anything. Very strange timing for research station. You generally don't want the research station like second action. But I guess this way he gets his ring off. And he's fighting green this combat. It's a very strange way to fight this combat because you have the same amount of troops. Green has one more action, and then it's like you all are just like burning all your resources. So with this dissecting kit hasn't turned into anything. With 7 to buy, I buy Gurney, and then the shadow shows up. It's a bit sad. But I buy Twisted Mentat in this spot. And the reason I buy Twisted Mentat is quite simple, that I don't get Swordmaster, right? So Twisted Mentat, when you don't have Swordmaster, is decent, and there are a lot of play cards that I have that are pretty good. So So it's a very strange spot to buy Twister Mentat, but I think Twister Mentat in this particular spot is good. One thing about bad cards, right, is that let's say Twister Mentat is a card which I always think is bad, but because I think people keep asking me about it, I've become very vocal about it, right? And I'm very vocal about it on like why I think it's bad, and we're at the same point in time talk about when I think it's good. And so because of that, I don't put it totally in a dumpster can, and I don't it's not to say I don't look at it, right? It's because I talk about it, then I think about it, and I recognize these are situations where I think this card is good. And because I don't think I can get Swordmaster until round 6 now, right? I think it's good. So sad. Baron, why are you doing this to me? I guess next round he gets both shipping and Swordmaster. No, he doesn't get Swordmaster next round. He doesn't have the Solari, does he? Unless he wins the combat. What is Beast, what are you doing? Why would you not put more troops into combat or like try to win this combat? Me, you've already invested 4. Staged? Easy in the shadows, pick up my red. To Dubai, it's a very strange to Dubai nuke. I'm not sure what you're expecting to see. One dissecting kit and one in the shadows has been already picked up. He buys Face Dancer Initiate. I don't think it's a good card to pick up. I think it's something that I've just left there. Just another intrigue card. Buys Usurp and Opulence. Strange from yellow. Well, I guess Opulence is a point already because he has so much Solari. Usurp, I'm not sure what he's gonna do with it. He's a very strange deck. I think in this situation I'm the most scared of green or red. But because I have good cards, right? Because I bought Jessica, I think my game is relatively saved and managed to pick up Shadow Fleet. So Shadow Fleets and Jessica really kind of saved my game, even though I think I had quite a bad start. And I'm happy that they're fighting. You always want everyone else to fight. It's all because they didn't dump more troops in. Like on their last action. Okay, look at the top card. My deck is Jessica. I'm very happy to draw Jessica. I probably want to play my Signet Ring to Mentat. I think that looks like a very obvious play. If I could get Spy somehow for selective, I would be glad. I guess green can ship down and then invade into Swordmaster as well. What do I do? One thing about is both my faction access is in Benny, right? So I do want to not waste my faction access. Meaning my Diplo. My Diplo must go either to Emperor or to Fremen. If not, it's like wasted points. Strong arm. Okay. It's a very strange strong arm, especially when you're fighting for the Fremen alliance. Like, I think using strong arm here is a bit premature. this constant trickle of troops from yellow is not very great. Good. I think you just want to put in one troop, like one troop, two troop. There's no real difference in this spot. Okay, I'm doing this because green has enough Solari for Mentat now, for Swordmaster now. And I'm gonna play Jessica to secrets anyway if I get a chance. So if I'm gonna play if I'm gonna play Jessica to secrets, I might as well just play it to I do not need to play pen coupling to any specific spot, so I must well draw early. So red picks up Mentat. So this is why green is playing so awkwardly, because of appropriate. Like he picks up appropriate, and then because of that he uses strong arm. Guess that makes sense. I don't think it's incredible. Gets training drones and wind traps. I don't think they are game-winning tags for appropriate. Like when you have appropriate, those are not the tags you wanna see. But any tag for Solari is good. So issues here is that I cannot activate my dissecting kit to save my life. So it means that I'll just use it, I guess. And then I'll play Jessica. I guess I play Jessica first. Grand Conspiracy. Not the best. And here I draw Gurney. Wow. Drawing Gurney here, right? Means that I don't play that same kit again. This dissecting kit hasn't been paying off. So this is a combat point, so if I can win the combat point, I should definitely try to win it. And seems like if I put in 5 troops, I should win it. The likelihood that yellow has a combat card is 25%. I think it's worth risking. Yeah, it's definitely worth risking for a point. Oh, and I draw Twisted Mentat as well. All these bad things. But you can't complain, right? I mean, the power of your deck is so good that you get to draw good cards. Okay, I recover 1 cube from Twisting Mentat at least. I should be able to get at least 1 point. So red gets a combo with Mother Mohaim to instant this card. I can't remember what the 3-cost Benny card is. He gets Pyther as well. Red's game actually, if he didn't trash Gola, it's actually pretty good. Like if he didn't trash Gola, his game would be pretty good shit. I can see why green would feel very trapped with this, and he could have considered like High Council into Restricted Ordnance. I think that's a pretty good line actually, like High Council, Restricted Ordnance, then after that go to Fremen. Yeah, I think that's what I would have done. So with whatever I have to buy, I pick up Firm Grip. I don't think I need anything else. And then I can just get... I pick up Missionaria. I hate Missionaria. I think I have 2 Benny cards, and which is why I think Missionaria is good. So so the reason I pick up Missionaria there is that I think some of my factions need help. But I don't know why I'll pick up Missionaria there. Seems so bad. And I win the combat. I win the combat with 5 troops. So I don't think that yellow has a combat card. I pick up Industrial Espionage as well. It's the next card, and I do want to trigger Industrial Espionage, so I guess I'm gonna try and dissectingate it. There's no way for me to draw this card, right? For me to go research station. In my water game is very bad. So my spice game is very bad. Oh, he picked up Hollow? I didn't realize it was Hollow. I thought it was training drones. This is a very strange play from green. And the reason I think it's a strange play is that you have shipping access, right? Why are you not going shipping? Unless you have no yellows. So my takeaway from this is that I have no yellows. Because, I mean, the faction point doesn't do anything for you. The faction point over the table doesn't do anything. It just pressures yellow to get. Lock in the lines now. Yellow goes into shipping, probably. Locks in Fremen. Yeah, I don't see why you would need to do it so urgently. I think if you kept strong arm and you position yourself in a manner which you could yeah, you position yourself in a manner which you could steal it, I think it would have been better. So I want to draw this Industrial Espionage. And I want to graft it. And I want Mentat, but I don't know if anyone will give me Mentat. So my thoughts are either I go Dissecting Kit now to Mentat, or I try to get Mentat next round. Yep, I restock my garrison, I guess. Firm Grip. So I want to play Firm Grip as well. Hopefully wealth is available, but it's such a long shot. Put in 1 troop, I guess. No, not even 1. So I think that green goes for Sword Master here. Maybe yellow doesn't go for Mentat because he has no greens. Yep. Oh, then I get Mentat. Well, this one is in stroke of luck. Yellow increases Benny influence. I get to Mentat. And this, if you watch me play, I love Industrial Espionage. I play it all the time. I think it's one of those cards which I value so much higher than other players. So I get a cube, I get a research. I think I go down because I have nothing to trash. And then I probably trash industrial. I'd probably trash industrial espionage. Like just one play of it is enough. Right? I'm not gonna be greedy about it. Yep, that one play of it is enough. I don't need it again. So if you look at my hand, I have firm grip and I have diplomacy. I want to play both of them. Red has risen very fast on Benny. I didn't even realize Red got so high up on Benny. But Benny is one alliance I want to get. My cards all suggest it. I probably firm grip first. Then after that, look to play my Diplo. Invasion ships. The shipping. What's he going to get the salary for? Spaceports? Restricted? Spaceports, I guess. It's not great. Artillery is definitely not great as well. I guess this particular case is appropriate. It's not great. You're at the mercy of the text. Okay, Beast gets his third friendship. It shows that Emperor's normally the hardest one to get, so. And he's not actively using his Solari. I guess he's going to go to the bottom part of the faction track, of the research track. I definitely am going to firm grip here. I don't see there's a reason not to firm grip. Unless I can reveal firm grip. If I reveal firm grip, I have how much persuasion? I have 6, 7, 8. Not enough. Unless I remember what cards on top of my deck. I guess it's not great. I saw it just now. Signet rings. Yeah, so signet ring doesn't, even if I draw a signet ring, it doesn't give me a spice must flow. So that's why I think I value playing firm grip more than revealing it. I don't need extra persuasion. It doesn't turn into anything. In Benny? No, Fremen. I played very safe here, I guess. I don't want to I don't want to scare Red, but I do want to make a play for the Benny Alliance eventually. But I think I don't want to startle him yet. But he knows my deck, he should know that I want it. Red goes for a very interesting research pattern. He goes for down, down, up, up. I very rarely see it happen. Green picks up Guild Ambassador, which makes his game a lot stronger. Oh, and green has opulence. Oh, yellow has opulence. I forgot about this opulence completely. I guess it turns into a point. It turns into another point later on. He just needs to draw into it. He's not very actively drawing cards though. If that card was there, I'll definitely consider picking it up. The Spiritual Fervor. So what do you think I'm gonna do? So I want to play my Diplo, right? Do you think I still play my Diplo? I really want to play my Diplo, but if green is gonna not value this combat, I am going to take this combat. So the thing is, he has no entry cards, right? When you have no entry cards, you leave yourself very vulnerable. And you're playing Baron, right? You don't need to play all your intrigues. You can keep some behind. So this allows me to pick up the combat very cheaply because I just play one combat card and put in 3 troops. I get a victory point. So cheap for me. I mean, I miss out on the faction play, but the faction play isn't doing anything per se. See this Face Dancer Initiate inside his hand? It's a bad card, right? And his hand's very awkward also because he needed to get Soul Master. I get another plan coupling. So I play a combat card and I should take this combat down. Yep. And this is a very cheap combat point for me. I'm at 7 points. All my easy points I've already got except the Darksu point, which puts me at 8 points. So I need 2 more points to win this game. Should be able to buy a Spice for slow, I think, with Jessica. And 1 more point from, I don't know, somewhere. I have a full garrison as well. Maybe Benny Alliance. Okay, so I get to play Missionaria next round. I think the spice on Imperial Basing is looking good. So it's interesting, like now I'm replaying my game, right? Just to see whether like everything I think about lines up. Okay, so Thumper's played. He gets an additional 2. With this combat, I think I meant that first. Silly as it is, I think I meant that first, right? No, I know I go Interstellar. Definitely go Interstellar. Yeah, I go Interstellar first. Because I have Expedite with 1 spice. Yeah, it's just a matter of which card do I use to get there. And I think that I given up on Benny already. Or I'm pretending to give up Benny. So Red makes a play for Mentat with 2 water. This gives him Research Station next round. Yeah, just gives him Research Station. Gives Beast so Highliner. I'm not scared of Beast Highliner. Beast Highliner only gets him to what, 14 power, 14 combat strength, and it doesn't, like, he doesn't even have combat cards, combat intrigues, right? Based on how he's been playing. So I just need to beat 14 to beat Beast. Then if he Highliners, like, the likelihood that anyone else can challenge is very low as well. Okay. So Baron goes for smuggling. It's a very strange move. Highliners, right? This is quite telegraphed from him. Maybe he has Signal Ring behind that puts him another 18, maybe 20. Yeah, so if you see how yellow plays, right, I'll critique his lack of Emperor friendship, right? he just didn't value it, and he gives out point in this manner. So I go selective here. I don't even choose to fight this combat. Wow. I pick up plans within plans. Draw 3 cards, I draw into Gurney. Okay. So why did I choose to do it this manner? I guess I figured that I didn't want to commit all in for it. Like I just wanted to pressure it, but I didn't need it per se. But I didn't want to draw cards because I knew he had Reverend Mother coming in some fashion. Right? So I knew he had Reverend Mother coming, so that's why I chose to draw. Yeah, I chose to draw because I knew Reverend Mother was coming. I probably discard Dagger and Signet Ring. Yeah, because I'm playing Gurney and I'm playing Twisted Mentat. Yeah, with Twisted Mentat I can put in 3. If I put in Gurney I put in another 5. That's me up to 18. I think in this case I didn't play, I didn't challenge yellow yet because I didn't want to scare him. Yeah, he goes Emperor here. I mean, he sees a point dangling and he doesn't feel threatened in this combat. One thing about tier 3s, tier 3s can go any way. My only critique of my display is that if I don't, if Kartak is not available to me next round, this is very, very bad. It sets me up decently for the next combat as well if I get the 5 spice. I need one more. Yeah. What did red do? Red ran weird research station. What's green gonna do? Oh, so this should give me the combat. It should allow me to trigger plans as well. Okay, so I don't think that yellow has any command tricks. I just don't think so. Yeah, he recognized that he was too greedy as well, but I don't know what else he could have done. This Reverend Mother actually does help me in some manner. It slows everyone down. So it's the combat. Yellow passes, I pass, and then green passes, and I win this game. Unless someone has some end games. So I get enough cubes. I get, yeah. So this end game also is not. It's also not foretold, right? Like it's hidden. I should have gotten I should have gotten a faction bump from a Benjet Initiate. That's why I take this endgame point from plans within plans. Even though, like, mentally I know I have it, just that I on the board I don't have it. Just in my head I know that my calculations I had this point. But yeah, I just don't have it on the board. And then I win by 2 swords. So so this is my Paul game. You notice that some things that went well for me. So round 1, round 2, I don't think I had a good game. Even though I bought Dissecting Kit didn't turn into anything, and it just acted as one personal card in my deck, and I used it once later on to trash like Industrial Espionage, but I don't think it was great as well. It didn't really do anything for me in this game. What saved my game was round 3. I got both Jessica and Shadowfleet. Shadowfleet, I think, is one of the most powerful decks, especially if you can get early on, like round 2, round 3. It just fuels a lot of the game that you don't really think about. Allows you to do a lot of things that generally are quite hard. So Shadowfleet was good, and then also buying Jessica, like, if people realized that I had Dissecting Kit in hand, probably they would have nuked it. So it's maybe some small takeaway for this game. But I felt as though I had a bad round 1, round 2. Round 1, I wanted to go Mentat, but because smuggling was open, I went smuggling, but yellow blocked smuggling round 2, round 3. Then I thought that I could get Swordmaster round 5, but then after that, green goes for some weird plays, and then after that, it looks as though I could delay it to turn 6, but eventually I got it turn 5. Picked up Twister Mentat, eventually clawed back the point through other means. Twister Mentat coming in clutch this round as well. I don't think that it could have been seen. Yeah, so and I also tell Red that, you know, if he wants to do a take back, just ask next time. I think generally it's fine. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this game. A lot of strange things happened, like Red also discarded trash his Gola. And and I get a win in Paul for 4th position. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.